What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah Malone son. We're gonna keep going on with the Wholesale Mastery Starter Pack series. In this video, I'm gonna be going through dispositions, and guys, I'm giving away so much free information. In the middle of updating the Wholesale Mastery Starter Pack, I was like, do I want to give this away? Like I've worked so hard to build this and I paid so much money just to get around the right type of people to know this information, and it took a lot of trial and error, but I'm gonna give it all for free. You guys have all of these resources. If you want this document, just click the link in the description. You could have it absolutely for free. If you want to work with me one-on-one to help you implement this system and process and business structure into your life and into your business, that way you can start getting consistent wholesale deals every month. Just book a call below. There's a link to book a call with me, a one-on-one call. Just basically go over a strategy of your roadmap to $20,000 a month. All right, let's get straight into it. This video is about to be crazy. So we went through getting started, lead generation, lead management, acquisitions. Now we got the contracts. Okay. We getting the leads are coming in through the cold callers, right? They're sending in 2 leads to 3 leads a day, every single day. You're getting warm leads. You got the right data, so you know you're getting the right sort of leads, the real motivated leads. And those are coming to you consistently from the cold callers. And you have a system, you have a CRM set up. Um, you have the systems in place, you have the right processes in place, how to answer the phone, how to go from lead manager to acquisitions manager, or how to go from, uh, fact finding call to offer call. You've mastered the sales process, the offer call process. You know when to give an offer, you know the roadblocks that you have to overcome before giving an offer, and you finally got it locked up under contract at a reasonable price. Now it's time to sell it. This is what we do, okay? Let's open this up. Okay, so this entire dispo process is mapped out right here. If you want to click this link, again, guys, absolutely free. Crazy what I'm doing here right now. Okay, so this is your entire dispo process mapped out. We got day 1 all the way to day 16. If it doesn't sell on day 16 and I don't get to list it on the MLS, I'm probably going to cancel it, okay? So before we get into this, I'm going to go into this in detail in a little bit. Let's go through this right here. So cash buyers, where are you getting your cash buyers from? Okay, Facebook. Facebook is where I've always gotten all of my cash buyers. Always, always, always. I've never gone anywhere else besides JV. Facebook is where I've always found all my buyers. Cold calling also. But it all mainly comes from Facebook. You got to learn how to utilize Facebook. Use it. It's not outdated. I don't think Facebook will ever be outdated. You got to use Facebook to get these cash buyers, whether that's in groups, right? Yeah, you need to have a verified profile. You need to have access to marketplace, and you need to be able to join as many real estate groups as possible. Okay, all the groups. Facebook has been just worked wonders for me. It's how I've made all this money, guys, and all of my students use it. My friends use it who are successful, and you have to use it. It's a must. Other than that, one of my somebody I'm working with, he turned me on to something called Investor Base. I've never used it before, but he showed me it and it's actually looks very, very cool. It shows you the cash buyers in that like specific area, gives you their number and everything automatically. So Investor Base is something I'm gonna start looking into. So just a heads up, I might add something in here about Investor Base later on, but I would check that out, investorbase.com, I think. Podio web form. Got to have a Podio web form for your cash buyers. I don't have my Podio anymore, so I don't have a Podio web form, but this is what my web form looks like. This is my buyer submission form. Okay. I have the name, phone number, email, buy box, right? What do they buy? Single family, residential, what? Okay. Are they an active cash buyer? Are they a realtor? Are they a wholesaler? Okay. Either way, the point of a cash buyer is to help you sell deals. So a cash buyer could be a realtor or it could be a wholesaler. Okay. These are just the people if they're defined as a cash buyer, I'm going to send them my deals. So hopefully they'll help me sell them or get it sold. And then the areas of interest, Florida, Southwest Florida, South Florida, Miami, certain counties, things like that, Central Florida, Central Texas, DFW, whatever. Put all the areas of interest right there. And then any notes that you have about the buyer, what company they work for, what's their name, are they an individual wholesaler, are they an agent at a major wholesaling company, do they work for New Western? Who is this person? How do I know them? Where did I meet them? Things like that. But this is my buyer submission form. I still use this every day. Okay, so you got to have a buyer submission form to import them into your CRM. Once you talk to them on Facebook, even if you post a deal on Facebook Marketplace and people start commenting, save their information. Say, hey, what's your number? When you post something on Facebook, usually people would be like, what's the address? What's the address? All you have to say is, sure, what's a good number to reach you at? Or say, absolutely, what's a good number to reach you at? And if they give you their number, then you call them and you vet them out. You go through the cash buyer script, see if they're legit. And then if they are, take down their information, first of all, and then you can show them the house. But when people ask for the address to the house that you're wholesaling, like when you're posting it on Facebook, don't give it away. Don't give the address away. Um, don't post the address on social media. Don't post the address on Facebook. Uh, I never post my house's addresses on Facebook. I used to. Don't do it. It's bad. All like somebody's gonna steal your deal. So yeah, you want to make sure that you store all your cash buyers. If you're using Podio, put them in the cash buyer app in Podio that I told you how to set up, and store all your cash buyers inside your CRM. Whichever CRM, whether that's REI Simply, whether you use Close CRM, or whether you use Monday CRM, whatever you use, just make sure you have a section to store all of your cash buyers in and make sure it's organized. Like I said, you want all the things that are in my web form, right? In my buyer submission form, you guys should write these things down. These are the minimum standards to have when importing a cash buyer into your CRM. You want to at least have the name, number, email, buy box, what type of buyer are they, the areas of interest that they buy in, and any notes. Okay, let's keep it going. Keep it going. So follow up, you need a cell phone, iPhone, Android, smartphone, or you could use your CRM's phone in there. It doesn't matter. Um, I'll say, or built in CRM. Oh, okay, with real number, da da da. Follow up with all buyers one day after sending them a deal or talked about a deal for the first time. Absolutely. After you blast out a deal, however you do it, whether that's through your cell phone or through your CRM, right? You want to have that system dialed in. Everybody has a different system for how they blast out, right? Some people do email, some people do text, some people do call, some people do Facebook, some people do it all. Whatever it is, pick one, right? I do text blast. I post on Facebook, and that's it. That's all I do. But then I call after I text blast everybody that I text blasted to. I usually follow up, especially with the VIP buyers. Um, so yeah, make sure to follow up with all your buyers one day after you send them because maybe they didn't get the chance to look at it, or maybe they forgot, or maybe you got lost in their DMs. You want to make sure that you follow up heavy with these cash buyers. The dispositions job is so important. They are on the phone all day because they're constantly getting deals, right? And they're constantly talking to all these buyers who want these deals and they got to sort it out. It's a lot. Okay. So systems and processes. Confirm all cash buyer details when importing into the CRM. Use the script. This is for free. Giving this away. I've never given this away for free before, but here you go. Okay, questions for cash buyers. It's on you to also build rapport and not just spit out a bunch of questions. Nobody likes that. I talk about that. Nobody likes being interrogated over the phone and they don't even know who you are or how you bring value to them. But also have discernment and read the room. If they are in a rush, get as much info as you can, but also build a relationship, right? So these are the top 15 questions that I would always ask. Um, you know, my buyer, if you have time, if you're not in a rush or you think you can ask all of them, ask all of them. If not, ask as many as you can, right? Going from one all the way down to 15. But yeah, these are the questions, the most important questions that I always try to ask every buyer that I get on the phone with. So you guys can have this for free. Okay. Create a template to blast out through text and email. All right. So whenever I send out a deal through text or email, I always send it through this format, right? Through this template. I always set it up. I just fill in the blanks. I put the asking, ARV, average price per square foot, basic property details. These are non-negotiables. You have to have this in every single one, and you have to have pictures. Just put a link to the pictures right here. And then if I do have comps, this is how they would look. I would have the address, city, state, zip with bed, bath, square footage, sold on date, and sold price. And then I would have their price per square foot. And then I would add all these up, get the average price per square foot and put it up here. And then that's how I would get my ARV. All right. Asking ARV, average price per square foot, address at the top, new off market deal for cash buyers and blank. If interested, I put my email and my number right here. Yeah, this is how it's set up. Basic. So again, if you want to use this, this is completely free. Grab it, use it, take this information, use it to your advantage, guys. I'm giving you everything in here. There is no excuse for you guys to not get a deal. No excuse, y'all. If y'all want to work with me one-on-one to help y'all implement this and hold your hand to do all this, just like I said, click the link below, book a call with me one-on-one. We'll have a strategy call and we'll see how we could make this work for you. All right, so when to cancel. If you don't receive any offers or walkthroughs within 14 days of locking up a contract, that's when you cancel, right? You give them two options. You either renegotiate to a lower price or terminate the contract and part ways as friends. So if this happens, this happens. You either renegotiate to lower price or terminate the contract and part ways as friends, right? So be like, hey, look, Mr. Seller, my whatever, my contractor, my partner, my financial partner, my lender, they went and looked at the property and it said that it's gonna cost more money to fix it than we expected. So basically I got two options for you. Okay. And look, whatever option you choose to go with, at the end of the day, it's up to you. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. I would like to do business with you, but this is what I could do. So we could either A, renegotiate, and honestly, if we were to renegotiate, I'd probably have to be somewhere around this dollar amount. Or the other option is we could terminate and part ways as friends. You could say something like that. Just give them two options. KPIs, you want to import at least one buyer a day into the CRM or just seven a week, right? You could do five one day, two the next day, and then whatever, but just try to get at least seven a week or one a day. Make it a routine to just get one cash buyer a day. They could be a realtor, an active cash buyer, or a wholesaler. Doesn't matter. Get them imported. So consistently building your buyers list every day and consistently networking with as many people as you can while working. Grow your network and you will grow your net worth. I talk about how to network with people higher up than you in my last video. So I would go watch that. So last but not least, let's go through this. So this is the dispo process mapped out. So day one, you want to build out a template. Already gave y'all the link to that. You want this, click it, and then click this right here, and it should open up the link. Get pictures and videos, make shareable Google Drive, right? And then put the link to it right there. Exactly how I have it in there. Just make a link like this to a Google Drive with all the photos, right? Send to your VIP buyers. If you know you have buyers who want certain deals in certain areas first and you have a relationship with them, send them to them first. Get a little, taste of like what do they say? What do they think? Do they want it? You know? So send to your VIP buyers. If nobody responds within 24 hours, we got to move fast. Speed is key. So day two, if nobody sends an offer, an official offer, say they want it at this price, we're going to text an email blast and Facebook post. So we're going to text it, right? Text blast, however you text blast through your CRM or whether that's through a texting platform, right? And then you're going to Facebook post it on Facebook. That means Facebook groups and Facebook Marketplace, depending on the situation and if you could do that or not, where you found the deal and whatnot. So day two, we're going to blast it everywhere. We're going to take this template and we're going to blast it everywhere. Text it with your cell phone, text it through the CRM, email blast it, and post it on Facebook, right? Day 3 through 7, we're just doing heavy follow up to all the buyers. Like I said, after you send it to a buyer, call them the next day. Call them the next day, the next 3 to 7 days. You should be calling people, depending on how many buyers you have. Call them, follow up. Cross them off if they don't want it. Mark them something if they do want it or if they're interested. Day 10, if no offer, then we got to go into the reduced price. Exactly what I told you earlier. I'm going to give you two options, Mr. Seller. We could either reduce the price, renegotiate, or we could part ways as friends. Yes, blast out his new deal, make a new template, maybe switch a few words. Um, but make sure you lower the price. Now you have a lower price, right? Make sure you get a good enough price reduction to where you know it's a deal, right? And make sure you use the buyer's feedback as ammo to go back to the seller on what to tell them, right? So if you blast out a deal and a buyer tells you, I don't like it because the foundation is broken, I just got an estimate on it and it's going to cost $18,000, right? Ask for that estimate in writing, but still, either way, go to the seller and tell that your seller that exact same thing. Hey, it looks like the foundation is actually broke and we actually need to come down in price some. So yeah, if they do re-blast it out as a new deal, same people. If not, then you make an MLS pitch, right? MLS is basically a novation pitch. You're basically going to say, look, Mr. Seller, this probably wouldn't be a good fit for me as far as cash, but I do have a large network of investors and people in my network who buy houses just like this at a higher price point value just because of their exit strategy. I could show it to them and I could just basically still get you that same price that you're looking for. I would just need written permission from you saying that I could market it out to my network. Does that make sense, Mr. Seller? So just say that, like, look, this isn't a cash deal for me, but my partners are probably interested because they buy houses like this at retail value, at a higher price point, because they have a different exit strategy. I think they try to seller finance it to other people. So they don't make money on the front end, they make money through interest, right? I know that sounds complicated what I just said, but just take the gist of what I said or rewind this video to really write down the things that I'm saying. That's what I would do. I would write down the things that I'm saying if you plan on using this. So day 11 through 15, we're gonna heavy follow-up if we do reduce the price, right? Actually, this should be leading an arrow to over here, but so day 11 through 15, again, heavy follow-up, calling up all the buyers that showed any interest, hitting them up again, saying, hey, we just lowered the price, this is a new deal. Send out a follow-up text blast. So one thing I could do in my CRM and close is I could send out a text blast or a workflow to say, hey, did you look at that deal? Like to all the people I sent a deal to, I could text all those same people at the same time, say, hey, did you get a chance to look at that deal? So if you can set something up like that in your CRM, depending on what CRM you use, I know Podio you could do it, but you need some developers. I never had a drip campaign in Podio. This is just what I'm doing now. But I know you can do a drip campaign in Podio. I've just never used it. I use a drip campaign in Close CRM right now. So day 16, if it gets to day 16, I terminate it after that. So, or I just go into the novation pitch, right? So I do the novation pitch at day 16. If yes, then I list it on the MLS. If no, then I reduce the price even more or I cancel it, right? List it on the MLS. I'll keep it up there for 30 days. If it's up there for 30 days and no bites at all, then we reduce the price. Okay. 60 days on the MLS. If no offer at all, cancel the contract or lower the price. That's my dispo process. I usually try not to let it get to day 16, unless I already automatically posted it on the MLS like ASAP, right? But take this, guys. Use this to your advantage. Do whatever you want with it. This is free. Who else is doing this? Who else is doing this? Nobody. Take this information, do whatever you want, copy it, paste it, sell it if you want to, you can, right? This is not copyrighted. This is just things that I made out of my brain and I want to help y'all. Okay. Like I said, if you want to become a student, let me make sure I got everything. Yeah, that's everything. So if you want to become a student, click the link below to book a call with me one-on-one. If you want this document, click the link in the description. You could have it right there for free. Take it home for yourself. I'm updating it, every time that I get on here and I start working on it, I update this. Make sure to hit the like button if you got any value out of this. Comment and subscribe because I'm dropping weekly videos about wholesale real estate, self-improvement, and just life in general. Okay. Merry Christmas, y'all. Merry Christmas.